I am super frugal with my grocery budget, and I use a grocery pickup app. Is it worth it? I think so, and here's my experience. I use the Instacart app, and I primarily pick up from Aldi. So for some context, my family and I live in a very high cost of living area. We are in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and grocery prices here are ridiculous. For everyday staples, we pay a lot. So I am on the lookout for savings wherever I can get them. I go into New Jersey 2 times a week. So when I am there, I do a grocery pickup order, and that is the best way I have found to save money on things that we buy every day, weekly. So some people wonder if it's worth it to use a grocery pickup app because you are paying an additional fee to have the convenience of being able to pick up your order. So here is, again, my experience in using the pickup app. In New Jersey, I find that prices are 30 to 40% lower. So why do pickup? And there are 3 big reasons. Number 1, I have a toddler, and any way I can save time, money, hassle, I am willing to do that. I kind of also think of it as a savings for the other shoppers, because when we go into a grocery store, it's hit or miss. Sometimes she's amazing, and sometimes she is a toddler, a normal toddler who expresses her preferences very loudly and at times disturbs other patrons in the shop. So it's just easier that we can stay in the car and have the groceries brought out to us. So I'm willing to explore any avenues to make everyone's lives easier and more convenient. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is the savings on groceries in New Jersey is just, it's again, 30 to 40% lower. So even factoring in the fee for pickup, it's very much worth it. So we recoup the fee and the savings several times over. And reason number 3 is the logistics, because in the city, you walk everywhere, and I love walking. The thing is, you have to haul back what you buy, and sure, you could use one of those little grocery trolleys, which may be in my future. However, still have the toddler, so that's a lot of hauling to do. So it's a challenge to buy things because, again, you have to carry back everything you buy when you're in the city. So it's just easier for me to load things into my car. And there's always a hassle of finding parking and then unloading, which is its own unique challenge, but it just tends to be easier to have things loaded into the back of my car. I also tend to shop in sort of small increments. I do grocery shop twice a week, so that kind of spaces out what I'm buying, and I try to buy heavier items, again, keep them spaced out. So those are the 3 primary reasons why I do pickup. It's more convenient, it does tend to save a lot of money, and it's just it's easier to put groceries in the back of my car. So how much do I save? So this is the interesting part. And it's, again, well worth it. If I take 4 items that we buy fairly regularly. So we buy organic milk in a half gallon, which costs $4.29 in New Jersey. In New York, for the cheapest version of organic milk, it's $8.49 for a half gallon. So imagine that for a gallon. It's close to $16 for the midline version. That's not even the highest, most expensive kind you can get. The next item we buy fairly regularly is whole milk Greek yogurt. In New Jersey, costs 69 cents. 69 cents. In New York is easily, again, the cheapest version is $1.95. And then cheese, we have and again, I did shredded cheese to save myself the time and hassle. Yes, I could shred a block, but it's just easier to do shredded cheese. It's $3.29 in New Jersey for a 9 to 10 ounce pack, and it's $5.99 in New York City. And then mandarins, those little cutie mandarins, are $3.95 in New Jersey and $6.99 in New York City. So just on those 4 items, I'm saving 50% by shopping in New Jersey. Add on the fee, and let's say that's 40%. It's easily worth it. Plus the less effort. It's a savings all around. It's very easily the most convenient thing to do. So on to the costs. So this is a part where I am constantly reevaluating what's worth my time and energy and what's not, because I have noticed that the pickup costs for Instacart change. Pickup is cheaper than delivery. But because I've been doing pickup so regularly, I've noticed that the fees have kind of started to creep up. It used to be $1.99. 3 weeks ago, it was $1.99. When I just checked today, it's $3.99 to pick up. And I don't know if that has to do with the weekend, or sort of demand pricing, surge pricing. I'm not sure how that works, but the fee can range anywhere from $1.99 to $3.99, which again, for me, totally worth it. The minute it starts to creep up beyond that worth it sort of threshold, I reevaluate the whole system. But for right now, for a fee of $3.99, totally worth it. Delivery cost, if you're wondering, is $4.50 plus tip. That's why I don't tend to do delivery. I don't do delivery. So our route for doing pickup is I will leave where I'm working and we'll go to pick up our groceries, and then we will head back into the city. And that's how I do it and save 40% easily on picking up groceries in New Jersey. So without further ado, I will roll over to the screen recording I took of the process of using the Instacart app to pick up groceries at Aldi. Here we go, calling up the Instacart app, and there it is. So you can see the different stores I could shop at, but I choose to shop at Aldi just because the prices tend to be lower across the board. They don't always have everything I need, but they have the majority of things that I need, and it's just easier to go to one place. So you can see by it again, the items that I have purchased recently, and this is super easy that I can just re-add things that I purchased and we tend to use over and over again. So I also tend to have a rough idea of what I'm going to make for the week. I do meal plan loosely in my head. My personal cart is empty, you can see, so I get started and shop now. But for the most part, it's just staples that we use again and again on the weekly that I can just add without thinking. So you see the milk for $4.29, that's a staple in our household. You can see bananas, we're gonna go with 4. You can see with avocados, they have been more expensive lately. They're about 20 cents more expensive than they were last week. I'm only getting 2 this week. And I really like these gourmet medley tomatoes. They're so convenient. I use them in so many dishes, pastas, salads, etc. Everyone in the family loves them. They're one of the few things that my daughter will always eat. So we like to have a lot of baby tomatoes on hand at all times. You can see canned beans, 89 cents, so cheap. And then the mandarins for $3.95. We also get some beef jerky and like to have that on hand because everyone likes that as a snack. Again, it's one of the things that my daughter will eat at all times. Baby wipes, great deal and non-toxic. The Yucca app rates them as 100%, which is amazing. So $5.19 for a 3-pack. It's less than $2 a container. I think that's great and reasonable, and they're really good quality and non-toxic. Can't beat it. So you can see I have 8 items in my cart, and I like how it tells me how many items I have because I can get a general idea. You see the total is $28. So let's see what else we need for the week. I'll toss a search in there. So I'm looking for tortellini, which again is a favorite dinner dish of my daughter's. And we see the different prices. Again, they fluctuate. Prices fluctuate. Something else I love about the app is I can add and take things out and kind of prioritize what I'm going to make. I just really enjoy the convenience of being able to take things out. So we're ordering the tortellini and some Parmesan cheese. So I do a tortellini soup with those baby tomatoes and some frozen spinach. And it's a good way to get the iron in. And it's a crowd pleaser. So we make that at least once or twice a week. We also have the good old standard elbow macaroni. For the most part, this is eaten fairly frequently. My daughter's a great eater, but she'll eat everything and nothing, and it just depends on the day. She tends to favor elbow macaroni as her favorite. And in this, I am adding my substitution preferences, because if they don't have it, I don't want them to replace it. I just want them to refund it. So that is the option that I am choosing in this screen, which is really helpful to know about. If you want specific instructions, it's helpful to have that option. We can check out what we have. We are spending $32.45 so far, and I'm looking to see if there's anything else that I want to add. Butter is also it's again creeping up. The prices for butter are creeping up in New Jersey. They've always been high in New York, again about double, but they're getting a little bit higher in New Jersey, so I don't love that. And then as I go to checkout, it's like walking by the candy aisle, right? They'll want to make sure that they'll want to offer you the option to choose candy, and you can see the days and times that are ready. So there's today, there's tomorrow, and then there's Tuesday, and Tuesday's the day that I'm going for. You can see the fee, if you'll just give it a second. The fee is down at the bottom. Item subtotals $32. $3.99 is a pickup fee, and the service fee is free, which is nice. Tax is just 49 cents, which is great. So for a total of $36.93. Again, cheaper than I'd pay in New York, but that pickup fee is starting to inch up and I'm kind of wary of that. I'm not subscribing to Instacart Plus. It's not in my plan. So I'm just keeping an eye on the fees overall because right now it's 100% worth it. But I'm just keeping an eye on it in general. So that is the experience on using the mobile app for Instacart at Aldi. So that is my experience using a grocery pickup app, Instacart at Aldi. If you too are on a budget and you wonder if it can be worth it, I hope this has been helpful. If you're kind of new to using pickup apps, this is showing you my experience. And if you are interested, I will leave a referral code if you want to try out Instacart. Check out my referral code. It's a huge, huge help to me. If you don't have an Instacart account already, I'd really appreciate it if you could use that link. It's really, really helpful. So again, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll keep watching. Bye.